Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. May I take this opportunity to welcome you to Royal Holloway. This ceremony is being filmed. After the ceremony, the video will be made available to download from the graduation website. Please ensure that all mobile phones, pagers, and digital watches are turned off. In the unlikely event of an emergency, and should we need to evacuate the building, guests in the chapel and picture gallery should leave by the door through which they entered the venue. Guests requiring assistance will be escorted. Once you have left the venue, please follow the directions of the stewards who will guide you to the nearest assembly point. The ceremony will commence shortly. We ask that you do not leave the venue once the ceremony has begun. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand for the arrival for the principal's procession?
take your seats. Distinguished guests, parents, friends, and above all, graduands, on behalf of the college, I'm delighted to welcome you to Royal Holloway on this very important occasion, our graduation ceremony. It is wonderful to see so many people gathered here for this unique occasion. We welcome those of you who are visiting for the first time, as well as those returning to a place that has become familiar. To you all, and especially to those about to graduate, who have been awarded first degrees and postgraduate degrees, we extend a very warm welcome. At this ceremony, we will be awarding an honorary degree of the University of London to Dame Stephanie Shirley. We hope you enjoy this ceremony and have a memorable and happy day. Ladies and gentlemen, we now welcome the graduates procession, led by the Dean of Science, Professor Paul Hogg. Would you please stand? Please take your seats. During this afternoon's ceremony, graduates from the Department of Computer Science and the School of Mathematics and Information Security will be presented to the principal, Professor Paul Lizell. The first group of graduates presented this morning are those who have studied towards first degrees. These graduates have studied for 3 or 4 years for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Master in Science, or Bachelor of Arts. The next group of graduates will be awarded a Master of Science by Research degree. These graduates have studied at postgraduate level for at least 1 year and have taken their studies to the boundaries of existing knowledge in their academic field. They will be followed by graduates who will be awarded the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Each of their research has made an original contribution to knowledge through the discovery of new facts and the exercise of independent critical judgment. Please remain in your seats for the duration of the ceremony. The order of the presentation is set out in the graduation programme. I call upon the Dean of Science, Professor Paul Hogg.
Today, we recognise and celebrate the achievements of our students who have studied in the School of Mathematics and Information Security and the Department of Computer Science. The Department of Mathematics is a research-led department that is world-leading in a number of areas of specialisation, including quantum theory, cryptography, and number theory. The current societal concerns regarding cybersecurity underlines the importance of the department's work on cryptography, which led to the creation of the Information Security Group, ISG, and the launch of the country's leading MSc on information security. The ISG, which is now a department in its own right, has been pioneering research and postgraduate education in information and cybersecurity for more than 25 years and has trained thousands of the world's experts in this critical field. The ISG continues to work closely with industry and government, providing highly expert advice on information and cybersecurity issues. The Department of Computer Science has long been recognized as a pioneering group in the field and has been at the forefront of research in key areas such as algorithms, machine learning, distributed computing, and software language engineering. And students are now being introduced to exciting new areas such as big data, the Internet of Things, with an increasing emphasis on cybersecurity in the undergraduate programs. The department collaborates closely with industry, ensuring the relevance of our taught materials, as well as providing excellent employment opportunities for our graduates. A degree from Royal Holloway opens the door to our graduates to take up a range of graduate positions, mostly in industry and the private sector, but also in universities and the public sector, and if not, to create their own startups. These careers cover a broad range from consultancy, environmental agencies, engineering and risk analysis, through to media and investment banking. So it's now with great pleasure that we move to the presentation of graduates.
I call upon the head of the Department of Computer Science, Professor Jose Fiodero.
Principal, I would like to present graduates from the Department of Computer Science for the award of Bachelor of Science in Computer Science. Mark Abdel Malak. Manar Abdallah Alarmi. Nurdiana Bakri. Thomas Billinghurst. Sean Callan. Amar Chada. Alexandru Shitu. Joel Clark. Attila Schinder. Simon Ganguly. James Green. Johannes Herforth. Ayumipizo Igandan. Pratik Yadav. James Johnson. Amrit Kandola. Connor Kerrigan. Gurjan Lali. Darren Matthews. Kristin McCready. Andrew McHardy. Anmol Pasamola. Patrick Pavlicki. Dylan Pereira. Silvina Spochus. Kupapiyan Ramachandran. Timothy Rogers. Best final year computer science student and special departmental prize for an outstanding final year project, Joel Rowell. Manjot Sandhu. Ramnik Sandhu. Mohammed Shamin. George Stinson Papu. Stefan Svillin. Kieran Wadsworth. Chung Wong. Grigor Yordanov. For the award of Bachelor of Science degrees in Computer Science, Year in Industry. Special departmental prize for an outstanding final year project, Sergei Egorov. Jake Klein. Lucas Rezende Correia de Souza. Ashdip Soni. Lauren Williams. For the award of Bachelor of Science degrees in Computer Science, Artificial Intelligence. Jack Barker. Charles Clark. Bartal Vehin. For the award of Bachelor of Science degrees in Computer Science, Artificial Intelligence with a year in industry. Gerald Eldervaas. For the award of Bachelor of Science degrees in Computer Science, Information Security. Nurfatin Abdulhani. Dalal Tariq Abu Yasham. Shahad Mohammed Al-Duvi. Gada Hatem Al-Sheri. Katrina Bell. Ryan Mohammed Hassan Asahani. Christopher Ingram. Christopher Jasper. Rebecca Merriman. Samuel Prosser. For the award of Bachelor of Science degrees in Computer Science, Software Engineering. Aaron France. Benjamin Latchford. Anders Phil. Michael Salama Fernandez. For the award of Bachelor of Science degrees in Computer Science and Mathematics. Patricia Hudakova. Russell Pagden. For the award of Bachelor of Science degrees in Computer Science with Management. Alexander Kava. Shenga Shu. For the award of Master in Science degrees in Computer Science. Shamule Hellas. João Gás Carrilho da Silva Mota. For the award of Master in Science degrees in Computer Science, Artificial Intelligence. William Herbush. For the award of Doctor of Philosophy degrees. The analysis of high-throughput biological data sets utilizing distributed computing, supervised by Dr. Hugh Shanahan, Jamie Al-Nasir. That concludes the presentation of graduates from the Department of Computer Science at this ceremony.
I call upon Professor James McKee from the Department of Mathematics.
Principal, I would like to present graduands from the Department of Mathematics. For the award of Bachelor of Arts in Mathematics and Music, Daniel Lowe. For the award of BSc Mathematics, Jennifer Burnage. Winner of the IMA Prize, James Green. Winner of the IMA Prize, Jaskaran Sembi. Winner of the Mary Bradburn Memorial Prize, Joanna Aronofska. Emily Bidwell. Alex Cameron. Dongsoon Chen. Archie Chung. Peter Colley. Hayley Cooper. Jesse Harris. Benjamin Haynes. Winner of the Madeline Tulis and Ruth Wilkes Memorial Prize, Xiaopeng Huang. Amar Hussain. Samuel Kerr. Mohammed Ismail Khalik. Winner of the Coulter McDowell Prize, Amanda Lonergan. Preeti Maurya. Jack Perring. Ayushma Rai. Sabrina Shergill. Alexander Turner. Xinfang Xu. For the award of Bachelor of Science degrees in Mathematics with Statistics, Akram Darwish Ali. Hamish Goff. Callum Linge. Winner of the Robert L. McNeill Prize, Liam Morgan. Nura Suzuki. Li Yang. Yuanjing Zhang. Chuyin Zhou. for the award of Bachelor of Science degrees in Mathematics and Physics, Afia Nasir. Vaidishwaran Parthasarati. Baldeep Singh. For the award of Bachelor of Science degrees in Economics and Mathematics, Niha Ahmad. Iram Aslam. Keshav Mehta. Sabina Pantilimon. Roman Vinokurov. For the award of Bachelor of Science degrees in Mathematics with Spanish, Joshua Leon. For the award of Master in Science degrees in Mathematics, Richard Morley Smith. For the award of Doctor of Philosophy degrees, Searching on Encrypted Data, supervised by Professor Keith Martin, Sarah Louise Rennick. That concludes the presentation of graduands from the Department of Mathematics at this ceremony.
I call upon the head of the Department of Information Security, Professor Keith Mays.
Principal, I would like to present graduands from the Department of Information Security for the award of Doctor of Philosophy in Information Security. For the thesis entitled Challenging Environments Using Mobile Devices for Security, supervised by Professor Keith Mays, Sheila Coburn. Authentication by gesture recognition, a dynamic biometric application, supervised by Professor Keith Mays, Benoit Ducret. Enhancing the security of centralized and distributed payments, supervised by Professor Konstantinos Markantonakis, Danushka J. Singh. Enhanced threshold schemes and their applications, supervised by Professor Keith Martin, Talia Lang. A combinatorial approach for frequency hopping schemes, supervised by Dr. Xiao Lin Eng, Mawawi Nirenda. Application of a financial quantitative risk model to information security risk assessment, supervised by Dr. Alan Tomlinson, Liushan Pan. Parameter selection in lattice-based cryptography, supervised by Professor Carlos Cid, Rachel Player. The design and analysis of real-world cryptographic protocols, supervised by Professor Kenneth Patterson, Samuel Scott. On the security and performance of mobile devices in transport ticketing, supervised by Professor Keith Mays, Asad Umar. Completeness in languages for attribute-based access control, supervised by Professor Jason Crampton, Conrad Williams. An analysis of the transport layer security protocol, supervised by Professor Kenneth Patterson, Tyler van der Merwe. That concludes the presentation of graduands from the Department of Information Security at this ceremony.
I call upon the Dean of Science, Professor Paul Hogg, to present a prize to a graduand in the faculty.
Each faculty in the college annually awards prizes to outstanding finalists who have achieved high academic and intellectual distinction. The Harrison Prize was established by a gift from Miss G. Harrison to Royal Holloway College and is awarded annually to an outstanding joint honours graduate. I call upon Daniel Lowe, a joint honours student from the Departments of Mathematics and Music, to receive the Harrison Prize from the Faculty of Science.
Choral scholars of the college will now perform Green Sleeves and Summertime.
And I have loved you so long.
We will now proceed with the award of the honorary degree of the University of London. Honorary degrees are conferred on persons of conspicuous merit, outstanding in their field, or those who have given exceptional service to the university. I call upon Professor Jose Fiedera to present Dame Stephanie Shirley for the award of the Doctor of Science, honoris causa.
Principal, it is my pleasure to present to you Dame Stephanie Shirley. This honor is awarded in recognition of an extraordinary life. Dame Stephanie fled Nazi Europe on the Kindertransport in 1939 to become a pioneer of the IT industry, a champion of the married woman's right to work, and a prolific and generous philanthropist through the establishment of the Shirley Foundation. 5-year-old Vera Buchtal came to England in July 1939 as an accompanied child refugee from Nazi Europe to be fostered by Guy and Ruby Smith, a kind couple from the Midlands who were complete strangers. By September, she knew enough English to go to school and, before long, proved to have a remarkable aptitude for maths. After moving to Overstreet, near the Welsh border, she found employment at the age of 18 at the Post Office Research Station. The same year, she became a British citizen and changed her name to Stephanie Brooke. She worked on the first electronic telephone exchange and a premium bond computer Ernie whilst taking her University of London maths degree at evening classes. After a 6-year courtship, she married physicist Derek Shirley and then started her business, Freelance Programmers, without capital letters, because it didn't have any capital. This was a company of women and a company for women, a social crusade to get around the gender issues of the time and allow women to work flexibly from home. Equal opportunities legislation made this positive discrimination illegal, and from then on, the company became well-balanced between the sexes. People laughed because it was trying to sell computer software, which at the time was given away free with the hardware. Barely a year later, she gave birth to her only child, Giles, a beautiful, placid baby who, at 2.5 years old, lost the little speech he had, never to speak again, and turned into a wild, unmanageable toddler. He was severely autistic. At the same time as caring for Giles' profound needs, the business was growing. Of the first 300 staff, 297 were women. Their work centered on operational research, projects such as stock control, timetabling buses, and scheduling freight trains. Shirley took to signing her business development letters with her family nickname of Steve, so as to get through the door before anyone realized Steve was a she. Thus, while coping with this crisis, Dame Stephanie was establishing a blueprint for flexible working, job shares, profit sharing, and eventually co-ownership. 70 of the staff became millionaires after the company floated on the London Stock Exchange in 1996, making Steve the 11th wealthiest woman in Britain. Eventually, the company was valued at nearly $3 billion and employed around 8,500 people in the UK, America, and India. After Giles died unexpectedly, Shirley moved into venture philanthropy. Her Shirley Foundation has so far donated £68 million to charity and good causes, such as the Oxford Internet Institute, the IT Library Company, and numerous autism projects, including 3 autism charities, which today employ over 1,000 staff. Dame Stephanie was the first woman president of the British Computer Society, the first non-American on the board of Tandem Computers Incorporated, and the first ever non-executive director of the John Lewis Partnership. She's also in both the National Computer Museum at Bletchley Park and the Computer Industry Museum in California. Her TED Talk has been viewed over 2 million times. Her memoir, Let IT Go, is being made into a film. And last year, she was appointed Companion of Honor, one of only 65 worldwide, for her nationally important work. In recognition, therefore, of her services to IT, to instigating remarkable progress for married women in the workplace, and for her tireless philanthropic endeavors through the Shirley Foundation, may I invite you, Principal, to confer the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa, of the University of London upon Dame Stephanie Shirley.
So, by decision of Council, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Science honoris causa of the University of London. Congratulations.
Thank you, Principal, for awarding me this honour, and in such a spiritual space. As you've heard, I took my maths degree, granted by London University, 60 years ago at night school. And it was hugely influential in helping me to join the meritocracy, and the stimulating mental effort of study became, I'm glad to say, my subsequent mindset. Minds have to be regularly exercised to get the most from them. And I try to maintain a level of intellectual firepower, knowing that bit more, thinking a bit more analytically, working those extra hours, refusing to accept the soundbite as the answer to tough and deep-seated problems, but always aiming to get some right answers for myself. No longer as a mathematician, but as a computer pioneer turned venture philanthropist. I support only things that I know and care about. And that's now information technology, my professional discipline, and autism, my late son's disorder. The educational role in mastering skills, the greatest gains come from people's ability to adapt. For knowledge has its limitations. Perhaps knowledge is no longer the treasured possession we thought it was. It needs a range of skills to bring out its worth. Could it be that knowledge has become incidental to skills? Skills which last rather than knowledge that fades? Skills which help employability in the real world of people, of politics and technology and business, full of subjectivity and human values? I don't know. But this college is not only architecturally amazing, but historically it's been an agent of change for women at the sharp end of higher education, inspiring students in their quest, their questioning, and their future quality of life. Royal Holloway deserves its high ranking as a top UK university. I've always tried to make an original and substantial contribution, and I'm delighted to join this public research university. Long may you continue your marvelous work. Thank you very much.
That concludes the conferment of the honorary degree and the presentation of graduands at this ceremony. I call upon the principal to make a closing address.
Chair of Council, honorary graduate, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to be able to add my welcome to this graduation ceremony. Although primarily focused on our students, today is an important occasion for us all. For our graduating students, it's a landmark in an educational journey in which they've gained a place in one of the world's top universities, achieved high levels of academic performance, and acquired knowledge and skills that will ease their path into employment. Institutions like ours operate and compete on a global basis, and our students are judged by world standards, making their achievements all the more impressive. For parents, families, and friends, I'm delighted that you've been able to join us today, whether from the UK or from one of the 120 countries represented by our international student community. I am sure you are as proud of our graduate success as they are grateful to you for the support and encouragement that you've given to them. So on their behalf, I'd like to thank you for the difference that you've made to them during their studies and encourage you to be proud of your contribution to the achievements we're celebrating today. All of this would not have been possible without our staff, and today is special for them as well. It is said that the two most important days in your life are the day you were born and the day you find out why. As each of our graduates starts a new phase in their life, I hope we've helped them to find their own why, so they can embark on the next stage of their lives with confidence and certainty in their own purpose, ambition, and future. There are many factors that have helped make this happen. First, our staff are central to everything we do, and graduates will have engaged with women and men who are leaders in their field. That leadership comes from fundamental and applied research undertaken by each of our staff, with over 80% of that work independently assessed as world-leading or internationally excellent. The curiosity and critical thinking that underpins their research will have helped today's graduates develop their own sense of exploration, discovery, and challenge. The same staff deliver high-quality courses, supported by others in the wider learning environment and with the support of the Students' Union. And these courses see high levels of satisfaction, as shown in the National Student Satisfaction Survey, where last year we achieved an overall satisfaction measure of 88%. This measure, together with a 10% increase in graduate employability since 2015, has resulted in improvements in our position in the major league tables, helping to grow our reputation and to maintain and increase the enduring value of the qualifications our graduates have worked so hard to achieve. These achievements continue a tradition where for over 130 years we've delivered outstanding education in a building that reflects the ambition and confidence of our founders and in which we now sit. Whilst this building still plays a central role in the life of our university, the needs of today's students and staff are more demanding. And for this reason, 5 years ago, we embarked on a major campus upgrade program, the highlights of which was the opening of the Emily Wilding Davidson building. Named by our students in honour of a former Royal Holloway student and women's rights campaigner, the building houses many of the central services needed to support our students. I hope you've had a chance to look around it and experience the difference it's made to the lives of our students. Many of our today's graduates joined us when the Chancellor of the University of London, Her Royal Highness the Princess Royal, Princess Anne, formally opened the building last October. The scale of the development and its positive impact on our learning community is a modern-day reflection of our founders' ambition and commitment to supporting our students, and it represents a legacy from today's students, staff, and governing body to future generations. Our staff and facilities have helped our graduates to succeed in gaining a high-quality, internationally recognized degree. However, in a competitive employment market, employers look for additional qualities of leadership, independence, and self-motivation, which our students can gain not only in the classroom, but also through extracurricular activities. This year, there were over 150 to choose from, and over 3,500 students participated. Some of these activities themselves had noteworthy achievements. The Politics and International Relations Society won Politics Society of the Year. The Computer Science Society ran their own internationally attended hackathon, and 9 of our sports clubs won leagues or cups this year, including the fencing club shortlisted for the Bucks Club of the Year. This year, over 2,000 students also took part in volunteering and social action, working alongside 250 partner organisations and delivering over 11,000 volunteer hours. Such has been the impact of that volunteering, this year our students received the Queen's Award for Voluntary Service, the highest award given to volunteer groups in the country. These successes demonstrate there's so much more to our graduates, and to recognise the skills gained, each year we award the Royal Holloway Passport. Today's programme lists the 335 students who've completed the award this year, as well as a further group of 110 who achieved Passport Gold, a higher level award for students who've demonstrated exceptional leadership skills. I'm sure our founders, the social reformer Elizabeth Jesser Reid, and the businessman and philanthropist Thomas Holloway and his wife Jane, would have been proud of the rounded nature of our graduates' education and their results today. In founding Bedford and Royal Holloway colleges, they recognised the life-changing opportunities and benefits of higher education and were passionate in extending them to all. They also recognise, as we do today, that life brings its challenges. Each one of our graduates will have struggled with personal difficulties in relationships, through illness or bereavement, and in coping with additional educational needs. In the spirit of our founders, we, in partnership with you here today, have supported and encouraged them to overcome these and many other obstacles. I hope also that our graduates this week take inspiration from all of those receiving honorary awards this week. Their biographies in today's programme reveal outstanding contributions to our world, yet made in the face of challenge and difficulty. Today marks a milestone in the lives of every one of our graduates, and today is a day I hope you and they will remember for many years to come. As they now move on, I hope that they'll look back on their time here with affection, and I trust that the friendships that they've made will continue to enrich their lives. I hope the same can be said of this university as our graduates enter into a new relationship with us, joining a vibrant association of former students. Concluding the formal part of today's graduation, let us reflect again on the tremendous achievement of our graduates. Their degree certificates are a testament to hard work, intellectual capacity, and perseverance. But as they now leave this place, those certificates are also statements of future potential. While celebrating what has been achieved, it's important that each of our graduates now considers what they are yet to achieve. Many will be starting full-time employment, and others voluntary or humanitarian work. Some will be taking a break, and others will be continuing their studies. Whatever their next steps, I and all the university staff wish them every success in their chosen endeavour. Thank you.
That concludes this afternoon's ceremony. We hope that you've enjoyed it. Please could you remain in your seats until after the recession has departed. When you leave the venue, please make your way, as directed by the stewards, to the North Quad, where the graduates will join you. A fanfare will announce the start of the reception in the South Quad. Would you now please stand for the recession?